Hey, welcome back to the Rimmaker channel. Today we are going to work in freezing temperatures to make a journal. Alright. So, to simplify this, we're not going to make the entire journal. We're going to start from here. This is just a simple journal with wire rings that I picked up at Michael's. You can probably find them at most craft stores, or any store will probably have something like this. So we just need to start by taking off the covers, and then we can use those to make a template, which we can then use to remake new covers for it. So now we have a naked notebook. No front, no back, just the paper and the wires. And we have a cover. And I just happen to have this offcut scrap piece of Pimp laying around from something else I did. That, luckily enough, is darn near perfect for this. So I'm going to use this. We're going to end up resawing it on the bandsaw because I don't need it that thick. That is one hell of a notebook cover. Like, even if you don't have a bandsaw, you can just get 1/8 inch material from just about anywhere, even 1/8 inch plywood, and use that. And then all you need is any saw to cut the basic shape out and a drill to drill holes. And first I want to trace out the shape and mark all these holes. Now, I'm not going to make, the holes on here are square, and the holes on the paper are square. I don't want to drill and chisel out a bunch of square holes, so I'm just going to, these are 1/4 inch, I'm just going to drill 1/4 inch holes on this, and use that. They're going to be round, they're not going to match. I don't care. So, it'll be fine. Yeah, it is shaped, it matches. Now we just need to drill the holes. I'm going to use a drill press for that. You can use a hand drill, I just don't want the holes to be out of whack, like tipped one way or another, just so that when I resaw this to get it into 2 halves for the front and the back, the holes line up. If they're off kilter a little bit, then they might not line up as nicely, so it might not open and close as well. So I'm going to use my drill press. Actually, I'm going to borrow my dad's drill press and drill the holes. I'm not going to have footage of that, so you're just going to trust me that it happened and that nothing exciting really happened. It's just a bunch of holes being drilled. And then we'll come back and get it resawn and make sure that it looks good. Holes are all drilled. I taped the cover back on it just to give a little bit of reassurance when I was drilling the holes to make sure they're lined up right. And they look pretty good. Now I'm going to take this off and I'm going to sand both sides of it and get the edges all smoothed out just with a random orbit sander. And then we will resaw, that's the word. Resaw it in half. So we have 2 covers, and then we just have a little bit of sanding to do, and then done. So, going pretty quick. All right. Voila. Put up. Yep. Hang on. Voila. So, I got it resawed, as you can probably tell by all the orange dust in this area. I was going to resaw it right in half, but as I was setting that up and looking at it, that was just still going to be way too thick. Like, with how thin these pieces are, 3/8 would have just been obnoxious. So I went and I got it an eighth of an inch. The inside where the saw blade ran, it's still kind of rough, so I'm going to hit that with the sander, smooth it up some, and then it's just a matter of putting it back together, I think. So let's go get this sanded and go from there. Overall, pretty straightforward project. I mean, you don't have to make it match your outfit, but I mean, it doesn't hurt, right? It's important to accessorize. But after I got it resawed, I sanded it. I didn't really film that because it's sanding. It's a It's a rabbit orbit sander. No, it's a random orbit sander. I don't know what a rabbit or orbit sander would do. Might be fun. I have to catch a rabbit first. Or, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But I just sanded it and then hand sanded at 320 just to get it nice and smooth. I hope it's smooth. It's freezing in my shop. Like, I think it's in the single digits right now, so I just want to get done with this and get out of here. But it feels smooth through the glove, so that's something. I'll feel it again when I get inside. And it should be fine. But nice and smooth. I didn't put any finish on it. I don't think it really needs it. If I were going to finish it, or if you're going to make one and you finish it, just be careful if you use an oil-based finish, because you want to make sure that it's fully cured before you put it on here. Otherwise, the oil could seep onto the paper. Even though it like feels dry, like you still want to make sure it's fully cured. I've had cutting boards that have been sitting for like a week, and I put like a paper tag on them with care instructions, and after like an hour you can see like little oil spots on it just from where it's just a little bit of oil has seeped out of the wood. And with temperature fluctuations also, especially if you're going to be carrying this around, I think that could make the oil seep out a little, so it could get oil on your paper. So I would just not recommend using an oil-based finish, but you do you. I don't care. It's your notebook. But I think this is going to be fine without any finish on it at all. I did get some tear out when I was drilling, and I meant to put that on the inside. I still might flip it around. We'll see how much it bothers me. Even with something behind it, I still got some, and then I just made it worse when I put countersinks on all the holes, and I think that just tore more out. So that might not have been a great idea, but you live and you learn. If I didn't say it was there, you probably wouldn't even notice it that much. So, but it still opens and functions like a notebook. So I mean, that's the important thing. And now I'm rambling a lot, so I think I'm just going to be done and journal. Cool beans. See you guys later.